the people's stream that we were talking about, Blood. Welcome to stream. Thanks for being here, everybody. What? Does it look crazy or am I looking normal? Am I normalized? Okay, good. Right, 1 second. Turning everything on. By the way, this is how I prepare my paint palette. Big old thing of parchment paper. We're learning how the sausage gets made. Big, nice crinkle sounds, tear sounds. Everyone's favorite. Really, or just joking? Because wet palettes are great. I've never gone back and starting to use them. What? I see people use things like glass palettes. I've never understood it. Because I really like the control that the wet palette gives me over like the moisture and stuff and the longevity of the paint on it. So I think it's worth it. Like I would say even make one yourself. There we go. So we're back at it again with our Custodes. Use those little plastic things that's oh, okay. Oh, you mean like a Tupperware? Okay. So last time on Custodes episode, we were doing the true metallic metal on the helmet, and we're going to do that on the rest of it now. Because we did the last thing we did was put the shade on a few things like the pauldron and the shield here. The shield is super dark now. So let's use the different shades that we've got. So we're using the Vallejo True Metallic Metal Light as the highlight shade for the gold. Oh, okay. Oh, like just like one of those plastic palettes. I gotcha. Da-na-na-na. Okay. Let's give this a look here. I've actually been kind of excited to do this because I wanted to put this highlight on the shield to see what it ends up looking like. So right now, it's got the base color plus the shade on it. And now I'm going to apply the highlight. It's supposed to make it look like true metallic metal. Pretty good. What's going on, Ozzy? Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. What should we do when we hit 250 bad painters? 250,000 would be crazy. Long day at work? Woo! That's late. I haven't had to do one of those in a while. So I remember what you're dealing with. But still, congrats on being there. TTS tournament? Wow. Three to 11:30. Whew. Yeah, 1:30. 1:30 is too late. That's like nobody helped with closing kind of deal. It's never fun. Trying to decide where the rest of this should go. So I'm trying to be careful to make sure this effect actually works. Because you don't just put it everywhere. The same principle as any highlighting. But I do like it. Oh, they got it. Ooh. Yep, uncontrollables. Not yet, anyway. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. And don't take him up on that offer. It's not worth it. Not yet. How's this true metallic metal highlighting going? I think it looks pretty good. I wanted to show you actually, guys, a model that I just got. So I got this. This is like a commemorative edition model. The Steel Rook. I think it looks pretty cool. This was one of those made to order. Yeah, he does look sick. I really like that one. Da, 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 da. Welcome, Paper Towel. Tell me what you think of this true metallic metal scheme that we have on the shield. I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah, they look great. Love cheese enough? No. But let's think about where else. So we put it on the helmet so far, the pauldron, the shield. Now we'll do the other side. So this is the undone helmet. They're very Gouda. Got him. I really like how they affect the helmet like that. It just looks really good. This is a fantastic chiptune version of this song. See you later, Ozzy. Thanks for being here as always. Man, this really is looking crazy good for this Custodes. Like, so look, the right side has it essentially all on it. The base highlight and base shade and then highlight on it. Man, that looks good. Look at that shine. I've never had a gold paint look like that. Need to do a little quick fix. Then we need to apply shade to some of the other areas. Black tanks, I don't yet, but we can make one. Will you do me a favor and put that in stream suggestions or in video suggestions, just so that I don't forget? So far, the only tank that we've done is a yellow tank. Or no, sorry, a pink tank. What am I talking about? Yellow tank. It was going to be yellow, then we turned it pink. It was the bubblegum tank. That was one of our early streams. Even if you didn't, that's okay. We're not strict. He put it in the wrong one. Not only are we not going to do it, he's never allowed to suggest anything again. Just kidding. All right, let's get some of the other paints ready now that we've got a lot of the gold done. We need the dark brown. Not that one. Oops. There we are, Brigadine Brown. We're going to start breaking up the colors a little bit more by doing his leather bits and the ropes. There's that, and then the ropes will be also a dark red. Makeup sponge is doing Eshin gray around the tank. Oh, that's a really good one. Yeah. Maybe a smaller sponge for the. Yes, I would recommend that strategy. If you want it to be more weathered, don't use a makeup sponge. If this is only if you want it to be more weathered, use something like this, but tear off a piece of it. So this is like it's a large paint sponge, but tear off a piece of it because this has a much more uneven chip on it, versus the makeup sponge is very smooth. So it just depends on the way you want it to look. The paint sponge, the one that I just showed you, that'll make it look like it's like it's battle damage in addition to highlights. But if that's not what you're looking for, then just use the makeup sponge. Need to remember to check if I'm on camera. I keep doing that. I keep getting out of the... Let me zoom out a little bit. Maybe it's because I'm too zoomed in. Desk stream. Oh, yep. There you go. Let me just get in the way. Desk and hair stream. How do I get that to not do that? What if I go more this way so I can just hold it closer to me? Maybe that's the solution. Or does that make it even worse? I don't know. We'll see as the night goes on. Man, does this look good. I really, really like this highlight. Yes, with a full-blown Telemon, absolutely. That would be sick. I will. They're trying to keep you down. That's why they're actively moving your keyboard. Who's they? I don't know. The $5,000. Yeah. The 5G. It's always been the 5G. The other side of this one really quick, but we need to actually fix up a little bit of the stuff here. It's not quite all the way done. I don't know any other songs from this band. From the band The Killers. I think they were very much a one-hit wonder. I know this song was crazy popular, but I don't. Is it Spaceman? Is that one of their songs? I guess I just don't remember. No, I don't think I've heard Spaceman. Is that like one of their deep tracks? When we were young, maybe I'm just wrong. I think I might just be wrong on this one, fellas. Mr. Brightside is definitely the one that I recognize the most. I think I just have a bad music take on them. But I like their sound a lot. For sure. Yeah, I bet you that's the case. Like if I heard it, I bet you I would be like, oh, that's them. Is that a lyric? Yes, RIP. Aw. No problem, man. Thanks for saying so. I appreciate you being on stream, too. If you want to, join the Discord. We'd love to have you. We post lots of other stuff on there. And thanks for the first time chat, by the way. Sir fam. Very hype. I'm excited for next week's tutorial too. I think it's going to be a fun one. I have a bunch of new models from a few different places that I'm excited to mess with. I haven't 100% landed on which one I'm going to do, but I'm excited about it. Dun, 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 dun. Good. Do the hair. I've always loved this color scheme. The black, gold, red, definitely my favorite. That's why I chose it when I initially started playing painting Warhammer. This is why I chose it. Ah. No worries. I don't understand it either. I just made one. Blood can attest because everyone's always helping me like, hey, why don't we change this? Why don't we fix this part? Or the pictures don't work or something like that. But that's why the community's so awesome. Is that people don't get mad, they're just helpful. Those markers have not shown up yet, but I'm super excited for them. Thank you, Alan. By the way, everybody say hi to Alan, Mr. Army Painter, in the chat. Which we're using again, by the way. And I have the perfect model for them, too. I'm excited for it. It's gonna be sick. I'll tag you and I'll tag Army Painter in the video when we make it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. We're going to do our highlight color for the leather bits. While that's all drying, I'm going to go Paratrooper Tan. So our first one was Brigadier Brown. And then Paratrooper Tan is about 3 layers up on the tricolor spectrum. What's going on, Cole? Welcome to stream. Cole, we need to think of how to celebrate 250 bad painters in the Discord. We're gonna hit 3,500 on YouTube here pretty soon, but I'm pretty excited about 250 in the Discord. That's very cool. It's getting there. We were at 235 this morning. Yeah, the Discord. Okay, so the Discord link is it's on YouTube. It's in my bio, or it's on Twitch. It's also in my bio. But jump in. Thank you. You mean this chiptune Tommy or this chiptune cheeseburger in paradise? I'm just kidding. I know. I love chiptune music. One of my favorite genres. Yes, Cole is right. All are welcome in the Bad Painter Club. Because guess what? We were all bad painters at one point, and membership never expires. Margaritaville, not Cheeseburger in Paradise. Wrong song. Okay, let's get some other colors. For the metal bits, we're gonna go with a silvery metallic. The Twitch Plus. What's Twitch Plus? Oh, is that actually a thing? I didn't know. See, like, I don't know anything about streaming culture or anything like that. So I need to get to 130 subs and 1,000 total bits. Or no, not 130 subs, but 10 subs, 130 follows, and 1,000 bits. We'll get there. Please don't. Oh yeah, okay, you can share that. You can share that, but also disclaimer: nobody's obligated to do anything. I just enjoy you being here. Please always remember that. They do? Oh, okay. Yeah, Twitch doesn't tell me nothing. Twitch tells me your this stream was as good or worse than the last one. It sends me an email afterwards. But that's exciting. I didn't actually know we were that close to some sort of to another type of goal. That's pretty cool. My 1 year anniversary of this whole thing is the end of June, like June 30th or something like that. What I'm intimidated, you know, it's gonna be anything with lots of skin, and that's what I need to do more of. So, for example, like I have him here, and and that is not to say I'm afraid of doing skin, because we just did this giant Bowsette figure, which is essentially all skin. But hang on, let me show you a couple. Let me show you a couple of models that we have that we just got. Thanks to thank you to Dragon Trappers Lodge and Reaper Minis, by the way. Let me show you these new models. Oh, and Schultz Mini Forge MD. It's one of our sponsors in the sponsor link in the Discord. It's the Diamond Mini Forge. They sent me some too. Let me hang on. So, one that I'd be intimidated in doing, just because it has so much flesh tone, would be like this guy. So he's a proxy for Trench Crusade, but he could also be a Great Unclean One. But all that flesh and fleshy tone, I'm not as experienced with other stuff, so this would be something I'm really excited to give a try. And then some other things that are a little more like esoteric would be like this moth character, because I'd want to do a very delicate gradient on like the wings and the antenna and stuff like that. Like I would want to do like a purple to pink gradient coming out from the wings, and that would be tough, but would be really rewarding to do. That kind of thing. And then something like this little dwarf character, because he's got so many fur textures, I'd want it to be really texturized well. I wouldn't want it to be flat, so I would spend a whole lot of time making sure that this looks like it feels like fur versus just coloring it, essentially. But that's kind of the same with this one too. You'd want it to look like it feels like nasty, nasty flesh and stuff like that. So this would be exciting to do, but it's pretty intimidating. But we're still gonna do it. All right, let's get back to our guy. Our guy. We need a shade on this silver bit. But those are really the only two that I'm intimidated. That's the one that I'm most intimidated by. The next one that I'm not intimidated by, but like overly excited and kind of paralyzed about, is this dragon. Because it's got so much potential to look cool that I feel frozen about it. Like, I'm like, what color are we gonna do? I don't know. What color should it be? I need to put that poll in the Discord. By the way, that's gonna go up pretty soon. They're super fun death card, but you're right, they can be like they have so much potential to look cool by being gross that you want to make them look gross. And that can involve a lot of different techniques. And can be overly intimidating sometimes. You want it to be a jade dragon, like a stone jade, like looks like stone, looks like jade bracelets and things like that. That would be sick. That would be super sick. That'd be tough. I would have to think about that because it would be like marble textures, things like that. Get his leather gloves real quick. Ooh, dark purple with a oil reflection, like an oil puddle. That's pretty cool. No, that's possible. That'd be really intricate but fun. Definitely possible. I know what you're talking about. Like I can see it in my head. I'm trying to think how you would accomplish that. It would be lots of glazing and wet blending and layering. But everything would have to be blended. There'd be no room for any hard lines in something like that. Because essentially he would look like he's made of liquid. Or kind of like rock. Like a shiny rock. Highlighting this silver here. Get his mask really quick, because we have the silver out. Let's do it without touching the helmet if we can. By the way, I know I've said this before, but these helmets truly do have incredible style. I love these helmets so much better than the old helmets. I would stick these helmets on the old models. I just think they're just so much more like weird looking on purpose. Like this, the fact that they're super tall makes them seem strange, which they should be. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Check stuff on eBay if you're really interested in playing and painting them at all. Find models that people have already painted online on places like My Mini Swap, because there's some good deals that you can get. Like if you just want to paint something, you can definitely find some stuff on there that's pretty reasonable if you just wanted something to try out. They're models that people have already painted. You'll have to remove the paint with, say, like a thinner, but that's definitely going to be cheaper than going and getting a box. I've done that before, and it's been rewarding. Just saying. You don't have to. You can still enjoy watching. I'm glad to have you here. If you want, join the Discord. There's a link in the bio for it. We post other minis and we post all kinds of stuff. Yeah, My Mini Swap has essentially just like used minis that people have painted and put them up for sale. Some of them people put up for sale like as commission work, but others they just want to sell them because like, hey, I've had this a long time and I don't plan on using it at all. And I'd like it to pass on to somebody else. People are pretty cool in the community. But yeah, if you want to join the Discord, I'd be happy to help you out with anything you need. Give painting tips, and the community, the Bad Painters Club, is pretty cool. I do say so myself. Dun-dun-dun-dun. This is also a good rendition of this song. There's so many songs that you wouldn't think would be good in chiptune that just are. This is fantastic. For the back of this cloak, I'd like to just really quick try applying the highlight there, and then we'll actually call it for today. We're going to use an orange. Oh yeah, look at that highlight. That's good stuff. All right, that's what we're going to call it for today. But let's take a look at where we landed. So we did a whole bunch of stuff. So we'll zoom in a little bit more. Do a quick spin. I think he's looking pretty good so far. We will continue with this tomorrow. But thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate you. Thanks for all the new bad painters. Hope it was fun. Hope you learned something. Or if not, hope you learn something next time. Thanks for being here. I'll see you guys next time. Bonk. Thanks for the follow. I'm still here. But real quick, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. All right, now for real. See you guys later. See you next time.